Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. You can probably tell by the thumbnail and the title that this is not directly related to fishing, but we now have a boat. Long story short, it's not ours. It's needing some TLC. You might be able to see, certainly a repaint if nothing else, but I know there's quite a few other things that need done to it. Backstory to this is our local fishery just down the road, Fly Fishery, the waterfront. We've been helping them the last couple of days doing some weed cutting, and it's been hard work, but it's also been difficult for not having the right equipment. This boat has been out of commission for a good while, and this would have helped a lot in doing the weed cutting. So I said to them, did they want somebody to try and recommission it, fix it up, give it a lick of paint, give it some TLC, and they jumped at the chance. So it's here. I'm filming this about 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the evening. We were still cutting weed at 1 o'clock, so we've been and borrowed a trailer, picked it up, brought it here, taken the trailer back, and now it's just sat here on trestles. It's upside down just now, so that if it does rain at any time soon, it's not going to fill it with water. This isn't going to be a quick project. This is going to be a do it when I can sort of project, and figuring it out as I go along. Generally, it's an aluminium boat. Generally, it's in good condition. Structurally, it's sound, but I'll just show you down here. We've got a bit of a split in it, and it's cracking all the way up to here, or all the way down to here, whichever way up you're looking at it. It's cracking to that point. There's a few holes where people have put some screws and things in. The handle's broken off. This is dented in quite a lot here compared to that side. That's all quite straight and true, so this needs some love given to it. There's also behind here, it's going to be difficult to show you, there's some ply which I think somebody's put in just to stiffen it all up, and then bolted this plate on to try and help stiffen up this whole back end. So what we're going to do is strip it all out, see what we've got, fix up this. We're not going to be able to weld it because I haven't got the equipment to do that, but I'm planning on doing like a double brace support over the top with aluminium, so it can keep it all nice and straight and strong. There will be various other things that we need to do to it. I know there was like the mid seat area was wooden, because we found that when we lifted the boat, and it's all just OSB that's rotted away, so we need to make something that's weatherproof for that. But generally it's just going to give it a going over, a good dose of TLC. I haven't really studied the inside of it because the priority was this corner, trying to figure that out. Something that I want to do, I want to make this able to take an outboard, not just an electric one, but actually take a 4-horse or a 6-horse outboard or something like that, because there's ideas that we might be able to mount a weed cutter, electric weed cutter, to the front of this, which will make the weed cutting job a lot easier. So yeah, that's just like an introduction to this little project. There's going to be things I want to do to it, there's going to be things that I learn from it, there's going to be things that I haven't got a clue about. So as and when I get some time, I'm going to start stripping it down. So unfortunately I couldn't help myself. It's about 10 minutes after that last clip, and I started going around and having a look, and started taking out some rusty screws and down here, and thought I'd have a look around with Ewan to see if we can assess the damage, shall we say. So stood at the stern, we thought this area here sounded a bit hollow, almost like it's a repair patch or something. We're not sure yet. Oh, what we're going to do, this paint, labour intensive, is going to be angle grinder with a flapper disc. Messy, but quicker and quieter is going to be paint stripping. So I think we're going to go with the paint stripper method, and we can do a section at a time with that, and then wash it off. Get it down to bare metal and see what we've got, because I think just by what we found so far, we're going to find a lot more. So we found there's a hole here. I don't know how well you'll be able to see. There's a hole there. I think that's a screw that's pulled through, or rivet or something, because I think there's meant to be another handle that side.
I would say rivets then was pulled through.
Yeah.
And that's probably pulled out before. And then just put screws into it.
Yeah, there's another screw there, which we haven't taken out yet. But I think that screw's to hold the wood in that they've put in there. So, let's move around. So we found that hole at the back.
That was the last hole we found.
Yeah, that was the last one, yeah. So we came along here and thought, oh, what's this? Looks like a bit of filler. Holy crap, there's a big hole in it. So somebody's just basically put some mesh and some body filler or something over the top. So that's going to need a repair patch over it, inside and out. You can see in general, it's mainly just paint that's flaking off. So it's not too bad. And then I think little things that I sort of start with is like this panel here, which goes on the nose or the bow. I don't know what that's going to be like until we turn it over. Things like this chain point is coming off. And then we came around this side. It's all, again, it's about the same. It's just mainly paint until we saw this lump up here. So there's nice, I don't know how well you'll be able to see, there's a nice dip there. So it's that deep. So that's going to need rubbed back, dressed out, a repair panel, aluminium panel put across there. I'm hoping I can pick up some of the stringers on the inside. But I think at the moment, touch wood, that is all of the major stuff that we've seen. We haven't looked inside. We haven't assessed the inside of it at all yet. We're thinking at the moment, aim for water tightness and then go from there. We will turn it over and have a good look at the inside before we get started on the outside. But we just couldn't help ourselves. You're still pulling paint off and whatnot.
I think we paint it red.
I think we'll go white.
It's boring.
It's boring, but it's clean.
It looks nice.
Anyway, we'll see what paint we can get as well. Yeah, so that's where we are with it. We're itching to get on with it, but it's now like 7 o'clock at night. So we don't want to make too much noise. As I said previously, the first thing we do is just strip everything out that we want to, or need to take out. Keep all the bits, apart from filler and crap like that, but keep like this panel, anything that's on the inside, anything that's structural, keep as much intact as possible. This bung hole here, that's all going to be taken out because someone's used stainless hardware on it, so it's just going to rust away to nothing.
They've used stainless, have they?
No, they've used mild.
You just said stainless.
They've used mild instead of stainless. So, yeah. So there's lots of things to research and look at. Things like, you haven't got a mic on just now, have you?
No.
So you might not be able to hear Ewan as well. But things like paints, primers, I've got to look for, well, I know where to get bits of metal from. I need to look for rivets, general hardware, potentially even looking at an outboard, which will be ours.
Yeah.
My father-in-law is quite into marine stuff, so he's already advised on an air-cooled, for what we want to do with it, with the weeding and whatnot, use an air-cooled one, because then if it's water-cooled, it won't suck up weed and it won't suck up mud and things like that.
No. If it's air-cooled, it won't suck up weed. You said if it's water-cooled.
If it's water-cooled, it's likely to suck up weed and mud. So he's advised against that. You need a mic on next time. So air-cooled is the way forwards. 4 to 6 horsepower, something like that maybe. Nothing too exciting, but more powerful than the electric outboard that they've got, because the batteries are rubbish as well.
And hopefully petrol runs out a lot slower than battery does.
Yeah, but even if it does, it's going to last a lot longer on a full tank.
And it's a lot quicker to fill it up with petrol than it is to wait for a battery to charge.
Yes. So this is a little project that we've been working on. Could take weeks, months, hopefully not years. But we're going to be working on this when the weather's not suitable for our other pastimes. We're just going to do section at a time. Hopefully not do too much noisy stuff to annoy the neighbours, which is why we're thinking about using paint stripper and whatnot to get the paint off. Well guys, it's not the best of weather today, but it's dry at the moment, and even if it does rain, it's not going to matter with what I'm doing just now. So the plan is to make a start on stripping this out. I want to give it a pressure washing around the outside to get all the loose debris off from like the gunnels and things like that. It's like grass and mud and crap like that. I want to take or cut this bung hole out, so that when we turn it over, it's going to be the right way up for a long time. Any rain that collects will hopefully drain out, and then once we've got that done, pressure washing done, turn it over and see what we've got on the inside and go from there. So yeah, let's make a start on that. So yeah, before anybody gets irate about lack of PPE, yes, put my hands up, mask, glasses, need them. But before I did the pressure washing, cut the bung that was in here. It was just a bolt, so that's going to be free to drain, which means we can get I'm guessing that's 20mm bung to go in there. While I had the grinder out doing that, I thought, right, let's give it a quick blast over just to see what we've got, the worst bits. So that's one of them. There's a hole there and a dent. There's another little hole there, which I think might be a screw hole. But we get on all of these, we'll get a better look once we strip the whole thing back. This split corner here, it's just about there somewhere, I think. So I'll do a stop drill there. There's various other little holes and whatnot. It's split around the side here. So this all needs pulled back in. You can see the soggy woodwork in there, which will come out, which might be what's stopping us getting this metal pulled back in. The big one down here, so this is what we spotted before, so I'll have to stop drill here somewhere when I give it a good clean up, and there. But there's also this crack line here, which I can't make out what it is yet. I think it might be cracked up here, but I need to see the inside, see what's on the inside of it. This all had mesh and body filler on it, and I think it goes right down into here, but that will clean up shortly once we get the pressure washer on it. And where else was it? Oh yeah, down here. So this is quite a good dent, which will probably need hammered out, maybe even cut out, so we can get it nice and smooth. And then a repair plate put on the inside, repair plate put on the outside, and stop drilled wherever the cracks go to, somewhere there. There's filler all in there, so I have to dig all that out, but I think it goes up to here somewhere. But again, we'll see what it's like on the inside. So pressure washer time, get it cleaned up, and then hopefully get it turned over, maybe give the inside a clean out as well. Right then, so I've made a few mistakes. Firstly, I've had the wrong clothing on. You can probably tell by my face I've had no face protection on. I'm going to need a wash. I'm soaked to the skin. Had the wrong footwear on. But the pressure washer has done quite a good job of taking paint off. That holder's got bigger from pressure washing. That holder's got bigger from pressure washing. I said about the bung, that's out. There's various holes across the back here, which I'm not too worried about. There's another one there. But the majority of the paint has come off. You can tell where originally it was prepped better because the paint's not coming off as easily. I think this boat's been 3 different colours in its life. But yeah, most of it's come up alright. There's like an odd bend right in the centre of the screen there, along this lip. And it's been pushed out there. But this is where the big split is. So that all needs dressed out. So for just now, there's still grass and stuff in there, but I think it's going to take a while to get that all out. It's actually coming up alright. Except for pressure washing, that's taken a lot of the paint off. So really, I think the next task is going to be to turn it over, see what the inside's like. Probably do the same with that, pressure wash as much as we can, and then get all the back end torn apart, get it all straightened up, get it all cleaned up, and see what we need to do from there. I know more or less we've got some woodwork to do, we've got some obviously structural work to do, and then once we can assess it and know which way we're going with it, we'll get some paint stripper on it. Probably, no, let's think about this. I don't know if I'll do the inside or the outside first, but certainly I think next time I do it, I'm going to do it so the boat's lower down, so I'm not having to reach up quite as much. Yeah, next video we'll start working on the inside. If you fancy following along for this series or any other fishing stuff that we do, hit the subscribe button, and if you're liking what we're doing, give us a thumbs up, and if you feel the need to, share it to your friends. But until next time, I'll catch you later.